And welcome back after the news program. Oh, a little bit fuzzy on the camera. Yeah, I had problems. I had problems with my internet and with my phone tonight. Never mind. So after the news, I wanted to quickly go through how to bring Windows into a VR if you got Oculus, and just mess around for 10 minutes and show you a little bit about what I do with Virtual Airlines for VFR Flying, just for a change. So let's jump down here like this, and let's see if I can share the whole of my screen. No, let's display capture. Let's do that one. That'll do. Just a bit of the desktop. I can bring things into here. So let's start off Cessna in London. So EGLC, London City. Zoom to details, and we zoom into there. Seller's departure. So fly. I just wanted to see how good update 5 was with frame rates. I did a flight last night and I was just blown away by it. It looks stunning, but I didn't do any measurements, so let's have a quick look, and then I'll talk quickly about bringing Windows into VR. So bring that up. So the flying is, getting to the flying screen is so much faster now. And here we are. Let's switch on developer mode. Get the keyboard connected. There we go. And no, I didn't want control options. Into general options. Developers, switch that on, apply and save, go back, resume, Windows, options, FPS. So here we are. This is Orbex London City. And 30 frames externally, 40. Let's start it up and see what happens. I'm going to do this in 2D to start with, and then I'll stick the headset on and see how that works. So power this up. I'm sure I put the fuel cutoff in. No, I didn't. That's because I haven't loaded Lorbe's Access and O's, and I'm using my... What a fool! So there we go, that's loaded. Get it out of the sky. C172 fuel cutoff, that's better. Now I should be able to start it. There we go. And instruments on. Wait for the Garmin's. Get my pedals ready. And parking brake off. let's see what happens. 43, so I gave the spec out during the news show of my computer. It's an i5 processor, 9 series, it's a 9900. Oh, I've got I've got traffic on, so we're seeing all the Xbox people buzzing around, so should switch it off really, but never mind. 39 frames, 40 frames, this is very good, considering I'm in Orbex's London City Airport, which has got so much detail to it. And I'm also streaming, so streaming is, you know, OBS is going to take a good 10 frames off. So this is just a quick test, and then I'm going to jump into VR. I'm also going to show you what I do with Virtual Airline I fly with in VR, and VFR Flying, because they've got a flying club. So I'll show you one of the tours I'm doing there. So let's go down, put some lights on. It's mayhem at the moment because we've got planes all over the place and we can just ignore them. But it probably gives a true indication of how well the simulator has now been optimized. So let's turn round. And 35 frames, 36 frames. It's very smooth. Don't know how it's coming out over streaming, but so someone bringing an Airbus into the city airport. So the settings aren't high, they're not extreme. Trim that up a little bit. Of course I haven't got the cockpit lights. I've got to program a button on my program some rotaries on the X-Touch Mini. Might try and do that as well in a minute. But here we go, look at this. 45, 47 frames, jump to the outside world, photo I can't say it. The photorealistic buildings are switched on. Can't bring an Airbus into London City Airport, guys. Level of detail is, yeah, it's looking good. So let me jump into VR straight away and see what that's like. So we'll do an active pause, switch VR on, and grab my headset, and let me switch on Oculus Mirror because well, I'll switch Oculus Mirror on when I do the next flight. Now we've got the desktop up. There we go. And take it off a pause. Resume. That's interesting. I can't take it off a pause. Couldn't get the menu up, so let's jump in. Into the cockpit. And like I said, I don't know how this is streaming, but where I am, it's looking stunning. It's smooth. Lift this up a second. Look at that. I'm still getting 37 frames over London, even though I'm streaming with OBS, which is grabbing frames from me, and it is only a 1080 Ti. Come on, this is stunning. I'm loving it. Anyway, so someone wanted to know in the news program what frame rate I'm getting. There you go. That's the frame rate I'm getting. So let's take this off. Come out of this and escape. Let me put my glasses on because I can't see a thing in 2D. And go to the main menu. Right. Tools. Turn the frame rate off now. Done that one. And turn that sound down and bring up my browser. So I played back one of my old videos and I kept saying so, and I'm conscious I'm doing it again. Flight Sim. So the virtual airline I fly for is FlyUK, and I've logged up a number of hours. I started flying with them when I was on P3D, and then switched to X-Plane, and now on Microsoft. I think this is a terrific virtual airline. I'm a member of several. Some of them have entry exams. I'm not going to name them because I don't think it's fair. Some of them take themselves far too seriously, and there are ones like FlyUK who have affiliate programs with American Airlines and some other ones as well, so you can fly anywhere in the world with them. They're a really friendly bunch, and you can do regular flights. If we go to operations here, I mean, there's a whole training centre. I'm not going to take you through the whole virtual airline. You can sign up yourselves. So scheduled flights, code share with Metro Air. Fly2 is a charter line. Highland Connect, Nordic Sky, Aurora, Topper Sky. These are the affiliates that they do. So if I go to scheduled flights, I would click here. And it will take me to scheduled flights. And I can search for a flight, or I can just pick one of the hubs that I want to fly from. But they also do tours, and I'm in the process of doing a around the world in short hops. This is the tour I'm currently doing at the moment, and if we look into here, there's all the flights for you. There's a SimBrief link, a Sky Vector link rather. So this is the tour I'm doing with them. And if we scroll out, around the world in short hops, because I don't want to do a transatlantic 6-hour flight or anything like that. The longest of these flights is about 2 hours 40 is the very longest flight on this route, and you get to fly all around the world. So, but I'm going to talk about the Flying Club, and I'm doing a tour there at the moment. Let's have a look which one it is I'm doing. Australia splashdown, Greek island, Scottish VFR, French border, Swedish Amazon adventure, Hawaii. Oh, I thought I was doing one of these. Spain, Congo, Portugal, Madagascar. Oh, perhaps it was Madagascar I was doing. Let's have a look. No. Do I want to do Madagascar? No, let's go back and do somewhere I know. Congo. West to East, South Americas. Let's do something in the UK. England VFR tour. I think I've already done this one. Yeah, I've already completed this one, so I'm allowed to upload a flight. But we'll do the first one. It's only a 10-minute flight. So Sherborne. So I'm just showing you the way it works, and then I'm going to show you how I bring in my Stream Deck. So we're going to do EGCJ to a Bagby. So let's move that out of the way. Go into the world map and select departure airport. EGCJ. Sherborne. And I don't want the runway. Let's go to there. Fly. And we're flying to Echo Golf November Golf. Make sure all my controls are switched off. Ready to fly. Good, we're ready to fly, and because I'm doing this with FlyUK, I need to bring up. They have a program called SkyTrack, which logs your flights, and I'm doing a non-internet flight. Start the Flying Club. When I click that, we should now be recording flight. So I need to bring in my VR and show you how I bring Stream Deck. So here is my Stream Deck interface, and I'm flying the C172, and there's all the buttons on the C172, and I can go into various subscreens as well. But how do I know which button to press when I've got my headset on? So what I can do is, let's jump into VR. Stick the headset on. We should be looking at Oculus Mirror rather than that, because... Sorry. Do apologise. You don't want to be looking at that display because you don't see everything. And you can run something called Oculus Mirror. You'll find it in the Oculus programming folder. And if I bring that over there, like that. Okie doke. That's not going to work, is it? Because that's not in focus. So I will turn that off. Turn that off. Display capture. Game catcher. Is that the one? I think so. Test the headset. Yes. So I'm going to put this on now. And center myself up. So how do, this is for Oculus of course, how do I do in Oculus bring a window in? So I have the controller, left or right controller, it doesn't matter, and you press the menu button, which is the little round one on the front there. So I press the menu button and you get the Oculus dashboard appear, and I go to virtual desktop. And now I can see my desktop and I see all the applications, and you're probably getting a bit dizzy with me keep pulling my head around. Find the Stream Deck window using your laser pointer and your forefinger trigger. Click on it and you can then move it around the screen. While I'm got the forefinger trigger, I pull the other trigger at the same time. And it didn't work. Oh yes, there it is. And you can see it has popped out another window, a VR window. And now just using the side trigger finger, click and hold, and I can move it around. And using the thumbstick I can make it bigger or make it smaller. And I put it wherever is suitable in my cockpit. Let's make it a little bit bigger. So about there looks good for me. And you press this pin button, so using the laser pointer, point at the pin button. So that window will now stay with you. I can leave the desktop and go back to Microsoft Flight Simulator by pressing that button on the dashboard. And there's my Stream Deck. So that Stream Deck window is now in here. I've also got the chat window. Let's bring that in as well, because you can do this multiple times. Got no idea what it's going to do to my frame rate, but let's try it. So, menu, desktop. Where's the chat window? Around here somewhere. Oh, I've lost it. Stream inputs, OBS Live, chat. Stream elements, OBS Live, chat. Oh, there it is. So again, click on it with your trigger. There we go. And pull both triggers together. Oh, it's taken the whole of OBS out. So how do I dock this again? That one? Yeah. Alright, so I have to take the whole of OBS Studio. I can't just take that one window, never mind. Move that up there. Yeah. Okay. And remember to pin it. And go back to desktop. No, go back to the simulator. So I've got the chat up there and I've got Stream Deck down there. Now none of those buttons unfortunately are clickable. You can just view it. But let's get rid of the controller, so I don't need that anymore. Echo Golf, I've forgotten where I'm flying to now. I could take the headset off. Or I could just go into desktop and look at the browser. And we're going to Echo Golf November Golf. Okay. Echo Golf November Golf. So now I've got the Stream Deck down in front of me, the programming tool. I know that Stream Deck is at my left. So I can go to the top, I can go into the C172, there we go. Fuel cutoff, that is out at the moment. I can press that in, perfect. I've got my honeycomb throttle quadrant there, so let's switch the batteries on and switch the beacon light on and start this up. Got no sound. Let's turn the sound up on my mixer. There we go. So switch on the avionics, wait for the Garmin to pop up. Yeah, it's a little blurry because I'm not running Oculus Trator, but it doesn't matter, I can still see. So where's my... I say I can still see. God knows what I did with my mouse. Sorry. Oh, it's on my other computer. I've got one of these mice that switches between computers. So I want to go direct to, and this is where the rotary controls on the X-Touch Mini come in handy. So I'm going to Echo and Echo Golf. G Echo Golf Echo November. There we go. And now I can activate it. I do have buttons programmed for this, but I can't remember where they are, so we'll just do enter. Enter. So it's a short flight and we want to be flying tracking 318. Okay, switch the other lights on. And parking brake is off. And don't need a pushback, thank you very much. And the runway is, I think we're going to use this one down here. So it's actually, do this up a bit. It's more interesting when you're doing this with pilot to ATC. I guess I could also do it with Microsoft's air traffic control. Here we go. Grass runway. Line up. And we want to be flying 252. No, 356. Let's take off anyway. Looking good. And we're up. Three, 5, 6. trim up a little bit. Good. Speed, trim up a little bit more. So I could switch the autopilot on now, but I'm not going to. And again, if I want to look at what's happening on the Stream Deck, I can look down there. I do have, if I go back to Flight Simulator there, down the bottom, I can go into my controls that I'm using on OBS. Home, back to the C172, second button along the top. So it's really easy to feel. Where you are. Let's go up to 2,000 feet and level off. So this world update, look at this, I am streaming. I've got OBS running, which is taking resource. I've got 2 virtual windows inside my Oculus headset. I'm running Oculus Mirror. And I'm talking. And look at that out there. This is smooth. Okay, level of detail that I'm seeing in here might have reduced a little bit, but I haven't turned any of my settings up from the way I used to have it, so I could play with it and try and make it even better. Even better? Come on, this is just... Let's look outside. Floating windows again. Back inside. So how far we got? 2 minutes. Oh no, I think I've put the wrong place in. Yeah, looking at that, I've definitely put the wrong airport in. We are... Let's zoom out on the... Yeah, I've put Scotland in. So let's go to Echo Golf. Echo Golf Charlie Mike. Let's put that one in, shall we? Direct to... Echo Golf. That's why you should write it down. What I'm looking for next, Echo Golf Charlie Mike. So enter. What I'm looking for next is a way of writing notes inside the cockpit. Now I've seen a couple that use a mouse. I can't write with a mouse. There's an airfield to land on. I'm at 2,500 feet. Don't know what the wind direction is. You see a windsock. 2000. Check. So that's the active runway. Which is 24. So want to be around 1500 as we go downwind. A little bit lower doesn't matter. So it's just going downwind now. Sails parallel. There we go. Running parallel to the airfield. Parallel to the runway. And a little bit. There we go. Keep it straight. Now, of course, once you're up in the Cessna, there's not really a lot I have to do with buttons. So the Stream Deck gets used less frequently. So power down a little bit. Runway's back there. 1 degree, flaps 1. And turn onto base. So the way I know I'm 90 degrees, obviously I'm just putting 2-4 on the compass. The left, I am a bit high, we should be falling. And then turning round for finals. And a bit more flaps. Back on the power. Luckily it's a nice long runway. We are a bit high at the moment. I'm losing height as quick as I can, sensibly. There we go. Flaps full. Pull back, flare, off with the throttle. Went a little bit wide right at the last minute. Anyway, so if I put the right flight in, I could now save that flight and upload it into FlyUK, and that's it. It's that simple. So the advantage of FlyUK, and not just them, any virtual airline, is it gives you a purpose and it gives you somewhere to fly. So when you first get into flight simming, you'll fly around all the areas you know. You'll fly over your house to see it. You'll fly over places that you've never been to but wanted to go to, or your favourite holiday resorts. And then where are you going to fly? There is so much to see. Let's go to the fuel. So a virtual airline gives you purpose, gives you destinations to go to, and the reason I like FlyUK is because of the flying club. So I get to fly general aviation, helicopters, GA aircraft, as well as the Airbus, and they operate a big fleet, and they've got liveries you can download. There we go. So park and brake on, and again I'll use the Stream Deck for the parking brake, which is that one there. And Microsoft have popped up because I've stopped at a fuel dump. Lights off. Finished. Let's come out of there. Put my glasses on if I can find out what I did with them. And go back to the head shop. Get rid of that. So there you go. That's how I fly VFR. And that's how you bring a window or multiple windows into Microsoft Flight Simulator, X-Plane or P3D. They all work exactly the same way. This is an Oculus feature. There are ways of doing it with the other headsets. Steam have some applications that let you do it, but if you're in Oculus, it's all done for you. So there you go. Hope that's helpful. I'm off to do some recording now on programming Stream Deck and programming the X-Touch Mini. I quite like doing these live ones because I don't have to edit the video, and it is what it is, warts and all. As usual, enjoy your flying, stay safe, and oh my god, look at the time.